everyone, and welcome back to Oodalali Disney Crafts and Fun. My name is Lindsay, and in today's video I am participating in my very first tag ever, and I'm very excited. Since being pretty new to the Disney YouTube community, I have always wanted to participate in swaps and tags, and now that I am officially in the Disney YouTube community, it's been really fun to be involved in swaps and now in my very first tag. So I'm very excited for this video as well as what's to come in the future. And this particular tag I saw on Amber Crawley's channel, The Most Magical 5. And the tag origins are from Erica Diocampo, and I'll also link her YouTube channel down below. Basically, it is the simplifying box swap tag, which essentially, if you're involved in a swap and you're assigned a partner, this will allow your partner to kind of get a sense of who you are, what your likes, dislikes are, so that as they're curating your specific box for you, they kind of have some guidelines set in place. Of course, with any sort of swap, I am so incredibly grateful for anything that I receive. So this is not like you need to stay in this lane kind of video. It's just kind of like just talking about what I love, which if it's Disney, I pretty much will love it. So I am not picky. But anyways, getting into the tag questions. The very first question, and I have them all printed out here just for reference. So the very first question, favorite characters that you like on any merchandise, no matter what? Okay, so I had to think about this because I'm not super selective, but if I had to narrow the field down a little bit, I love anything Ratatouille. So anything Remy, I love Remy. Anything Princess and the Frog, Tiana, I love Tiana. I do love the Three Good Fairies. I love Aurora. I do love Belle. Live action Cinderella, which you don't see a lot of merchandise for the live action Cinderella. And quite honestly, that is my favorite version of any Cinderella story I've ever seen. I saw the movie 15 times in theaters, no joke. I was obsessed, and I still am. I love that movie. I have it on DVD. And when it first came out, I remember the Mac store had a full-on collection of the live action Cinderella, and they had compacts, they had lipsticks, they had lip glasses, they had eye gels, everything, right? I wear makeup, but I don't wear a ton of makeup. And with MAC products, I'm kind of selective, but I literally bought it for the packaging. And I remember hunting it down. And when I was at Disney, I had a fellow manager who helped me. He was so sweet. He's like, okay, I'm at the MAC store. I see it. Do you want me to get it? And I was like, yes, please, 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 please. So I loved that I had people in my corner that were just as excited for me as I was about getting these collections and whatnot. But I do love the live action Cinderella in a nutshell. But yeah, Remy, Tiana, the live action Cinderella, and any other Disney princess. Other than that, I'm down for anything. All right, second question. Favorite movie or movies that you like on any merchandise, no matter what? So again, just kind of in line with the very first question, anything Ratatouille, anything Princess and the Frog, and any of the live action Cinderella, and then of course any of the other princesses. Question number 3, merchandise you are always wanting. So I have to say Loungeflies. I really enjoy Loungeflies. I don't collect all of the ones that come out. I'm pretty selective when it comes to certain designs and, you know, what's on the actual bag and whatnot. But there were 2 that I got fairly recently, and it was the Remy. I'm obsessed with this one, but this is the one that I got, and it has, you know, Remy and Emile in there with the cheese and the spoon, and I just thought he was really cute. The only thing is that his little hat and his ears tend to get a little crazy. I know when I first got him, his ears were like, rare. So I had to just open the bag and literally stuff all of this in here just to kind of get it reshaped in the correct position. But I still love him, and I'm telling you guys, I am obsessed with Remy. And it's funny because I hate rats. Listen, if rats look like the way Remy does right here, like all cute and furry, and you just want to say, oh, when you see them, I'd have a pet rat. But if you look at a rat in real life, I'm like, that's disgusting. Get that thing away from me, right? Yeah, I love Remy. I'd have a Remy as a pet if he looked like this, but they don't look like this. They look disgusting. So yeah, no, but animation rats, I'm all for them. So I love that. Mary from Mary.jollyholiday on Instagram is going to flip because I know she already has this bag, but she loves Mary Poppins. And I'm telling you, when I saw this bag, I couldn't resist. And I used some box lunch money towards it. And I'm like, I need you. I need you in my life. It's just as simple as that. And it's this. I mean, how can you pass up on this? The artwork is stunning. Stunning. This is what I'm saying about how I'm pretty selective with Loungeflies. It has to be a character that I like, but even still, there was a Beauty and the Beast one that I saw, and it had sculpted roses out of fabric on it on the front with like Beauty and the Beast on the front, and it was rose gold, and I'm like, oh shoot, rose gold. I love rose gold. I get weak at the knees if anything is rose gold. So the zipper and the pulls were rose gold. But then I looked at the design and the flowers, and I'm just like, no. And I had box lunch money, and I'm just like, no, I can't do it. I can't pull the trigger because it just didn't speak to me. It was love at first sight when I saw this. And it's funny because the very first time I saw this one in store, I loved it, but I wasn't sure, and I was waiting to use my box lunch, and I wasn't really sure about pulling the trigger then. So then I left it for like 1.5 weeks, and then I went back with my mom, and it was still there. And I'm like, I'll wait. And then I went back the week after, and I couldn't find any. I couldn't find them anywhere in the store. And I asked the associate, and I was like, do you have any more of the Mary Poppins Loungeflies? And she's like, let me check in the back. I think we have one left. So she checked, and it was literally all wrapped up. There was tissue all over this. It was in a plastic bag. Like, no hands were on this guy. And I bought it. It was so beautiful. And I collect Loungeflies. I want to put them up on a shelf and display them because I cannot, it's hard for me to use this, like actually use it. But I collect them because they're just beautiful, beautiful displays of art for me. And I just love how unique and different all of them are in their different features. And this one has, I mean, look at that. It's like engraved on here. It's like etched into the bag. And then there's stitching here. I mean, oh my gosh. And see, this is what I'm saying. It's brand new. And then it says Jolly Holiday on the back. Anyways, I went off on a tangent there, didn't I? Hard not to. Just to keep a long story short, which in this case is a long story long, I love Loungeflies. So that is something that I collect no matter what. And I also really love pins. I enjoy pins quite a bit. So I am a pin collector. I'm not a pin trader. I haven't gotten into the pin trading just yet, just because I find that there are so many pins that I'm just wanting to have that I don't really get a lot of traders because I'm specifically looking for pins that I want to just keep in my collection. So one of these days, I will get into pin trading. It just hasn't started yet. And then another thing that I really enjoy are ears. I love buying Disney ears, but I also love to buy small shop ears as well. There's a couple shops that I really love, but one shop that I recently purchased from is Pineapples in Aloha. She is legit. Like, the quality of her ears are so good. Like, you would not be able to tell her ears and Disney ears apart. And her fabric selection is on point. So that's a small shop that I really enjoy, and I hope to purchase more ears from her in the future. But she is really, really talented. But I'm always on the search for ears, whether it's Disney bought or small shop, but I love supporting the small shop. These are actually, I don't have a shop just yet, but I will in the future, of some up ears that I created, and I'll put the link down below of the video showing you how I did that step by step. So yeah, pins, Loungefly, and ears. All right, question number 4. I felt like I took an eternity on question number 3. I am so sorry. All right, question number 4. Favorite attractions or parks, and do you like merchandise of or from these. So I've only been to Disneyland. I'm based in California. I've never been to Walt Disney World. I used to work for Disney and I have sold for Walt Disney World. So I've did resort stays and vacation stays and all of that for Walt Disney World. So I am familiar with the lands, with the resorts, but in terms of having an actual experience there, I have zero. That is on my bucket wish list of places I want to go visit. I've already told my fiance that. So hopefully in the future, near future, we'll be able to go to Florida and just make a trip out of it. But in terms of Disneyland, or what I'm familiar with, I would have to say I love all the lands, to be honest, but Fantasyland is my favorite. I love Sleeping Beauty's castle, Peter Pan's flight, Snow White's adventures. It used to be called Scary Adventures. I don't know what it's called now. I think it's just called Snow White's Adventures. I love the King Arthur's Carousel and the teacups, the Alice attraction. I love Small World. I know it's like hit or miss for people on Small World, but I really enjoy it. And let's see. And then I also really enjoy New Orleans Square because Haunted Mansion is there and Pirates of the Caribbean. And then Frontierland, I really love Thunder Mountain Railroad. And then in Adventureland, I love Indiana Jones. In Tomorrowland, I love Space Mountain. So really, it's really hard for me to choose. I can't really choose other than what I've said in terms of attractions. I really love all of those. But if I had to choose a land, I think it would be Fantasyland for sure. Do you like merchandise of or from these? Yes. Yes. So any merchandise, shirts. I'm always wanting to get more shirts. I have a good amount of some Disney shirts that I really love, and some I just love so much that I kind of are on repeat a lot of the time, but I'm always up for merchandise. I usually wear like an extra small to a small. I'm mostly into t-shirts. I love the t-shirts and I love the ears. I love keychains. What else? I think that's about it. But again, I am happy with any sort of merchandise. All right, question number 5, the collections you want to grow the most. So I am currently in the process of growing my pin collection of the ones that I am collecting and keeping and displaying. So I'm currently growing that. My ear collection right now is just at a standstill because I'm making my own ears now. So, and I purchase here and there from small shops. So yeah, even though I do have a good amount of ears right now, it's not a burgeoning collection where it's just like ear. But I do hope to keep growing it and to have a really good collection of not only ears that I make, but also some other small shop ears. And then I don't purchase every ear that Disney comes out with. I'm very selective with that too. So if it's something that's unique and different from all the rest of them, I will think about it. And if it's rose gold, forget about it. I'm gonna get the rose gold. So that I want to grow the most, that's really all I have. And then Loungefly. Loungefly is another collection that's kind of growing quite a bit. Some Jim Shore I really love. I only own one Jim Shore, and let me go ahead and show it to you. So this is the one and only Jim Shore that I own, and this was a gift from a friend a while ago, I think when I was still working at Disney. And it's the Disney Traditions by Jim Shore, and it is Ariel, because she is one of my favorite princesses. Oh my gosh, that was another thing. Favorite characters, Ariel. I'm so sorry. So to go back to number 1, how could I leave that one out? To go back to number 1, favorite characters, any character that you want on merchandise, Ariel. I love Ariel. How could I have left that one out? I feel like that emoji where it's like the palm to the forehead. Yeah, Ariel. Wow. Isn't this one beautiful though? She's giving you that look. Look at that look. Look at that look. She is just so pretty. I really want to collect more of this. There's a Princess and the Frog one that I really want to get. Some Aurora ones, the 3 Good Fairies. There is a beautiful Belle one. I would accept any Jim Shore of the princesses. It's beautiful. And if they ever come out with a Remy Jim Shore, I'm telling you, I'm going to get that one. But yeah, that's the only Jim Shore that I have. So I would love to be able to grow that collection at some point. So maybe for my birthday, I'll put that on my wish list. So we'll see. Let's see here. If you're unsure about my collections or have a question on something I might already have, please reach out to these friends. I have friends within this Disney community, but I don't talk to them on the regular, and we don't talk about collections, like, oh, what do you have in your collection? So I don't really know how to answer that, other than my fiance would probably know. I don't know. I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to merchandise. I pretty much love it all. So if it's Disney, if it's stamped with a Disney mark, I will love it. Merchandise to avoid when shopping for me. I'm not really big on Disney sweaters. I don't know why, because if you looked at my wardrobe, you would think that I live on the East Coast because I have a ton of sweaters and jackets, but I've never really gotten any sort of sweaters from Disney. I think I've only gotten one in the past. So I would say maybe skip on sweaters for me. Other merchandise to avoid when shopping for me, nothing else really comes to mind. Yeah, I love the Disney princesses. I love Marvel. Ooh. Oh, if you ever go to Avengers Campus and you want to buy me anything Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, anything from Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man, I'm telling you, I would love you forever. I love, love, love Marvel. And my favorite two characters are two redheads, which are the Scarlet Witch and Black Widow. So yeah, don't avoid shopping for those for me. But in terms of to avoid, I don't really have anything really other than just no sweaters. All about accessories. I do love lanyards. I love pins. I love loungefly, wristlets, backpacks. I love earrings. I really enjoy Disney earrings. I have, I'm not wearing it right now, but I have my cartilage up here pierced, and I always wear my little, I have a peridot for my birthday month. My birthday is August 3rd. My Mickey earring up here, right in that little hole. And I love it. So I love jewelry, love necklaces. What other accessories do I like? I think that's it. Pretty much anything, but you know, of the things that I mentioned, I really enjoy those. Okay, my favorite color. I have several. My favorite color of all time is pumpkin spice. No, like ifs or buts, pumpkin spice, rust color, pumpkin color. I love the fall, so pumpkin spice, teal, rose gold, blush, gold, periwinkle, mint. I love all of those colors. So, and spill any and all additional information. I think I covered it all. I'm pretty simple. You know, there's very few things that I dislike when it comes to Disney that is coming to mind at the moment. So I'm just going to sum it up and say anything you gift me in a swap, I'm going to be very appreciative no matter what, because I know what it takes to curate a box, because I'm in the process of doing my very first swap. So having to think about something, create something that is for someone else, trying to take into account things that they may like. It takes time to curate a box for someone else because you know your own personal interests and you know what you like, but when you're curating for someone else, it can get a little hard. So I know the work that goes into it, and I just hope that whatever box I send out into the world, that person is gonna love, and just know that it was done with the best of intentions. So yeah, I would appreciate anything. That is it for this tag. This was my first tag. If you want to participate in this tag, I tag anybody that you were a veteran box swapper, or if you're like me, a newbie, I tag you, and I hope to see your videos. And if you do one, please go ahead and tag my channel so I can go ahead and check you out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'd be more than happy to answer them. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications of Disney content to come. And I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.